Back in the post-game show here at Albertsons Radio Row in the Pit. Tonight's post-game show is brought to you by the Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino. Winning entertainment, including simulcast racing, live music, dining, the best games, and more. Lobos open up the Lobo Classic with a victory over Jacksonville State, 79-61. New Mexico got out to a 14-0 lead. Lead got cut to 8. It was 21 at halftime, and the Lobos out-rebound the Gamecocks 44-31 and have 3 guys in double figures. UNM head basketball coach Richard Pitino has joined us courtside as the Lobos improved to 4-0. Coach, complete game. You got out to a quick start after a 10-day layoff, which I know you probably were wondering how were we going to come out. You came out up 14-0, and I thought played pretty solidly all around.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we were great by any means, but we were pretty good for the most part. Obviously, I coached the game with having 2 more games in mind the next 2 days. So that's why I rested some of those guys. You know, we needed to sustain a little bit more energy for 40 minutes. We kind of ebbed and flowed with that a little bit. But the defense was pretty good, really good to start the game. Obviously, rebounded the ball well. We established the low post early, but we got to be able to make guys pay when they trap us, and that's where we weren't great. We've been really good at passing the ball. Probably took a little step backwards until Donovan Dent came in, and he's just a wizard with the ball.
Well, Coach, congratulations. I thought you guys, your game plan was exactly right. Get the ball inside, and you got exactly what you wanted. You dictated the game early on. Yeah,
you know, we've showed them film of Arizona and Gonzaga. Those are 2 teams that play with 2 bigs, and it may be boring at times, but they just reverse it, and they throw it high-low. They look in and they just play out of it. And we got to get a little bit better at just trusting it and turning it a little bit more. We got a little bit just one pass shot. But when we went in there, we were pretty good. Yeah. I mean, Morris was obviously 9 for 11, which was terrific. Josiah offensively missed a couple. He's got to make them pay. But we clearly were trying to go inside early.
I thought Javonte early rebounded the ball well. I thought he played defense well. He's really, it looks like he's accepted and really thriving in the role that you need him to be.
That's what he needs to be, is that. You know, I mean, he's a better shooter than what his percentages have shown, and I'm not worried about that. That'll level off, but 9 rebounds is terrific. We need him to come in there, rebound the basketball. I thought our guards, Mash did a good job of rebounding the ball. Donovan had 3 rebounds. So, you know, the rebounding was good because they shoot a lot of threes. I mean, they take a lot of long shots. So you got to come back and go. And I thought Javonte set the tone early with that.
His energy, I thought.
No doubt. We talked before the game about minutes and with the game dictate. And obviously this kind of game dictates. It's nice to have something like this with 3 and 3 nights. Donovan getting the minutes like that are going to be invaluable. He's terrific.
He's a really good passer. He needs to learn how to get out of the high school coolness to him and play with a little bit more pop. Now, a little bit of that's just him. That's kind of his demeanor, right? I mean, there's some players that are like that because he made some amazing passes. It looked like he wasn't trying. Effortless. And he hits guys late on rolls when guys are hedging out. So that was really good. We need minutes like that for guys like Donovan because, as I've said before, he's a point guard of the future for our program. He's a winner, and he just finds guys, and guys want to play with him.
And you gave him good minutes. How about House? He didn't play very many minutes. Was it because he went down a little gimpy?
It was a limp.
He was out of it, honestly. And I don't know. I think you're missing the dunk.
Kind of messed up.
Yeah, I think it messed him up a little bit, as dumb as that might sound. And then he kind of had the injury. And then I was like, you know what? If we can give Donovan these minutes, rest House, let's do that. So hopefully House can just flush that and bounce back.
Defensively, two games in a row now. Those are pretty good performances. You keep teams like 61, some junk time minutes. But to get out the way you did, and it's 2 games in a row also, you got on top of someone and stayed on top.
Yeah, I thought that offensively we were much better in the second half at 52%. We were really, really good early in the game defensively. We were terrific rebounding the ball. It was a really hard break. The emotion of selling the building out, all of a sudden that gets taken away from you. And now you're coming on a Friday at 5 o'clock. You're not going to have a great – no place has great crowds because it's holidays. And it was a good crowd. But I told them this will be the hardest game you played all year because of the emotion of that letdown of not having that game. You worked so hard to sell out this crowd. And the administration and our players and the fans were about to show out, taken away. So we need to find a way to just get the win and then have another really good performance tomorrow.
Get North Dakota State, then UNC, North Colorado. Those two teams are going to play here. But you're 4-0. Coming into the day, it's like 36 teams in America were undefeated. It's something certainly for the fans to enjoy, and it's a team that is getting better. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks,
Lobos
Coach.
tomorrow, 5 o'clock, as UNM improves to 4-0 with the victory today. Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino winning entertainment, including simulcast racing, live music, dining, the best games, and more as the Lobos win today by a score of 79-61. I mean, he kind of hit on everything that we were talking about. So it's two things. A, it's good progress, but B, it kind of makes me feel like we know what we're talking about a little bit sometimes.
Well, he's right on. I thought the defense for about 75 to 80% of the game, they were right on. I mean, and that's something you want to be consistent with because whether you're at home or on the road, you want defense to travel. You want defense to be consistent, and that's what they've been able to do. And that's what really surprised me after the 10-day layoff.
Lobos win 79-61 here in the pit. The post-game show continues. You're listening to Lobo Basketball on the UNM Sports Radio Network.
Yes, sir.
It's Albertsons Market Radio Row, back after a Lobo victory. 79-61, New Mexico beats Jacksonville State. First game of the Lobo Classic. Jeff Symbieta, Hunter Green courtside. We are joined now by Lobo senior Morris Udeze, 22 points, which matches a career high. To go with 6 points. Congratulations on a big game, big man.
Appreciate it.
Career high, your previous was at Wichita State in that first 4 game in Dayton against Drake. You remember that one?
Yeah, I do. Against Drake. I think it was in Purdue Stadium. Was that Purdue? Yeah, it was a fun game, man.
Well, you played well tonight. You came out. Look, your shooting percentage coming in was first in the Mountain West at like 56.5, 56.7%, and you go 9 for 11 tonight. Yeah. You're getting quality shots. You're converting on quality shots. What's going on with the offensive game right now?
I just feel like my coaches and my teammates are putting me in a good position just to be around the basket and just, we kind of work at practice every day in working on sealing and using your feet and not your hands as much. So I feel like that's just been big for me. I've just been using my touch around the rim. It's a blessing I get to finish and have a high percentage.
Ooh, Daisy, this is our first time interviewing on the air.
Yes,
I wanted to ask you, how do you feel out there? I mean, this is the pit. You're playing in the pit. You've heard a lot of stories. Mm-hmm. How do you feel?
I love the fans, man. They bring a lot of energy, man. So
you feel comfortable?
I feel very comfortable, man. It's just a great atmosphere, man. I love playing with my teammates. I know they have my back, man. That's the biggest part about it. I'm loving it.
Well, go ahead. You're a big asset to this team this year, especially in the paint, and being able to have that presence. And we just love to see how you and Dent, Donovan, can kind of work together. And he finds you. I mean, you've got to like that guy. I mean, you helping him carrying his book bag and stuff like that?
No. He's my roommate. He's actually my roommate.
Is he? Oh, okay.
Yeah. They kind of put me while a freshman just to stay with him and just guide him. You know what I'm saying?
Good move.
Yeah. I kind of teach them the ropes, and they're good kids, man. They're very good kids, and I respect them at their age, and they take care of business, man. But I love playing with Donovan, man. Past first player. How many assists did he have today?
He had 7.
See, he passed first player, man.
2 games in a row, he's had 7.
Yeah, it's fun playing with him and House, man. It's enjoyable, man.
Morris Udeze is with us on the post-game show after a 79-61 Lobo victory, 22 points for the big guy. Hey, this has had to be an emotional week for you. And I talked to Coach before this. We've talked to Coach, but for you guys, you're coming off the SMU win, and you're anticipating everything that was supposed to be last Saturday night against New Mexico State. And to lose those 2 games, you know what rivalries are. And then you don't play for 10 days coming off that big win.
Yeah.
I guess everybody wasn't certain, and maybe you weren't. What would it look like? You come out to a 14-0 lead. How's the last 10 days been for you?
Very emotional, man. We really wanted to play that game, man. We woke up. We had a close to a sellout crowd. So we just wanted to come out and give the fans a good show. But, knowing what happened, we got to be we all got to have empathy and sympathy and kind of just take it day by day. But it was kind of boring during practice playing against each other, which is always. We were itching to face an opponent, and today we faced one, man. And we're all blessed to be in this position. So
as one of the older guys, do you take charge of that in this situation? There's no preparing for that, right?
No.
Hunter, you played a long time. Right. You never went through that. Here you are in your 5th year. You've never gone through something like that.
Yeah.
How do you is it innate? How do you, as a leader, lead these young men through this?
Yeah, man. You just got I kind of got to be like the arm they got to come to and stuff, to being an older guy. And I respect all of them because we all have that relationship. So when it happened, we all basically just came together. You know what I'm saying? We actually wanted to play still, which was, everybody still wanted to play because it was so many fans. So, but we got to have sympathy and empathy, man, and we just took it one day at a time.
Well, congratulations on a victory tonight, and you got to get some rest for tomorrow.
Yes, sir, my guy. Thank you, man.
How about 3-3 nights? Are you glad that to get something like this where everybody got a little rest? Some of the younger guys, especially your guy Donovan, your roommate, got some run.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm super fun. 3 games in 3 days is kind of a mental challenge, man. We kind of see what the freshmen have in store, man, because we got to play tomorrow. Next day, we got to bring it, man. Some people gonna get hurt, but you got to play through it. You know what I'm saying? Keep
it going. Lobos win tonight. He's Morris Udeze. We'll wrap it up on the Lobo postgame show after a 79-61 victory. New Mexico is 4-0 and still unbeaten. You're listening to Lobo Basketball on the UNM Sports Radio Network.
Take care.
Albertsons Radio Row. Lobos are 4-0 after beating Jacksonville State tonight, 79-61 in the opener of the Lobo Classic. Jeff Symbieta and Hunter Green. Let's go through the stats tonight. Morris Udeze led New Mexico, 22 points and 6 rebounds for our post-game guest that you just heard from. Jamal Mashburn had 12 points, 6 rebounds for Mash tonight on 4 of 11 shooting. 10 points for KJ Jenkins. So those are 3 Lobos in double figures. 9 points and 9 rebounds. A double nueve for, that's a new stat. It's a New Mexico stat. A double nueve for Javonte Johnson. 9 points and 9 rebounds for Javonte. Donovan Dent off the bench. 9 points and 7 assists in 23 minutes plus, almost 24 minutes for him. Josiah Alex, 7 points and 6 rebounds. 4 points for Jalen House. He only played 16 minutes, did House. He had 3 assists in that time. Barima Sek had 4 points to go with 3 rebounds tonight. Sebastian Forsling also played tonight, and he had 2 points. That added up to 79 points. Lobos shot 44% on the night. They out-rebounded Jacksonville State 44-31. 25 points off the bench for New Mexico compared to Jacksonville State's 13. 18 fast break points for New Mexico compared to Jacksonville State's 9. And 40 points in the paint for New Mexico compared to just 24 for Jacksonville State. For the visitors from Jacksonville, Alabama, they were led by 13 points by Skylar Potter. 10 points for Peyton Daniels. Those were their 2 guys in double figures. 9 points for Damari King. 8 points each for Marosh Zelishnak. Said it right all night. Marosh Zelishnak had 8 points. Jawan Purdue had 8 points. 6 points for Monzi Jackson. 5 points off the bench for Marcellus Brigham. 2 points for J.J. Platt to go with 4 assists. It adds up to 61, the final 79-61. So Rob will be back with you tomorrow. He's coming back from Fort Collins. He had Lobo football today as the Lobo football season came to an end today up to Colorado State. You guys will get one of these 2. You get North Dakota State tomorrow, then you get Northern Colorado that'll play right now. Good outing. Richard Pitino sounded like he was pleased, not over-the-top thrilled, but look, after the 10-day rest or hiatus, might not even be the right word, good outing.
Yeah, and I think Coach really kind of alluded to attention to details when it came to some of the letdown on defenses a couple of times. But, I mean, that's what you do in games like this. You want to pay attention to detail so that when you compete against a higher-level team, you've already, improved in those areas. So, no, I think he was pleased overall.
Lobos, download the new Lobo Sports app today, presented by Nusenda. The Lobo Sports app is free and can be found on the Apple and Google stores. Download now and go Lobos. All right, my friend, I'm 2-0 this year.
Yeah,
I'm undefeated, and barring something unforeseen, hopefully I get to work with you again next year when Rob's got some conflicts. But thank you to Robert Portnoy for letting me sit in and fill his shoes, and looking forward to hearing him back on the air tomorrow with you. And have a great rest of the season, my friend. I always appreciate this. I always enjoy the time, and thanks for welcoming me into Albertsons Radio Row.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for being here, and we enjoy having you.
It was a good time. All right. Thank you to our on-site engineer working the holidays. Evan Baker is the best. Appreciate him taking care of us courtside. Stephanie Griffin back at the station, making sure that we were on the air. Steph, thank you for coming in on the holiday weekend and making sure Lobo basketball is on the air. Appreciate everything that you both do. Final score for the final time. New Mexico beats Jacksonville State 79-61. 61. For my broadcast partner, Hunter Green, I'm Jeff Symbieta. Thanks for being with us. Have a great, safe weekend, and please be good to each other. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. Good night from the pit.
You have been listening to New Mexico Lobos basketball. This exclusive presentation of Lobo basketball is brought to you by U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Larry H. Miller Auto Dealerships, driven by you. Albuquerque Bernalillo County Water Utility Authority. Cool it, can it, chuck it. And by the Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino, your home for winning entertainment. This broadcast has been an exclusive